All right, this is the review of the brand new Milwaukee M18 Brushless job site fan. This thing is an absolute monster, and I've got it placed here next to the old M18 brushed smaller job site fan that I've been using for a good few years. And this is just so you guys can see a size comparison between the two. So this fan runs off an M18 standard battery. And it also has an AC input on the back that has a small cable that works for that. So this guy, as many of you are familiar with, is a great little portable fan. Puts out a decent amount of air, and on high it is got a nice loud hum to it. But here you go, just so you can see rough size comparison between the two. It is an absolute beast of a fan. This new one, I think it's close to about 25 pounds, but super easy to carry around with a giant carry handle. Got your battery compartment up top, which I've got an 8.0 sitting in it right now. I know that the times on it are rated with a 12.0, and I think it's 5 hours on high with a 12.0, which I could certainly put on. Let's see. Let's get a 12.0 out here. Pull this guy off. Just pop a 12 in. I'm not going to test it for the full 5 hours of run time, but that's what it looks like with the 12.0 it's supposed to have in it. And as far as the AC port, because this is a dual power fan, it doesn't have a proprietary cable like this. You can just plug a regular extension cord into this guy, and that is down here at the base, right in those little prongs. So for all day run time, you guys could set this up anywhere you want on the job site, plug a cord into the bottom of it, and let it rip. Now, with the different fan speeds, those are all adjusted on the back here. You got 1, 2, 3, same as that. However, this fan pushes an insane amount of air volume. So I couldn't imagine, much of a job site where you need it on speed 3 unless it's, super hot or you're cooling down a giant area, which this would likely do. It probably pushes, golly, it seems to be in the neighborhood of 10x whatever this fan could push. You can see the sheer blade size difference. This puts out a higher air velocity, like miles per hour wise, but this pushes a way higher CFM ratio. You can check that out on Milwaukee's website for those actual details. And Milwaukee noted that this is a stackable design, so if you bought a few of these, you could store them laying down and then stack fans on top of each other. And that's it's a pretty cool system. They've got these little dowels poking out here, and in the back you can see like these little sort of detents are kind of where these front dowels would stack in. So if I was laying this on the back, set another fan on it, it would just sit right in these little areas here. So that's cool and nice if you're running a bigger outfit and you need a couple fans for various storage. But we could do a quick noise comparison because that's enough talking. So I'll put this fan on speed 1. It's a little older, so you can kind of hear some jiggling in the motor. Not a ton of air. I got a glove for reference. It's about it. I can feel it. I'm probably 3 feet back, and it's nice for personal use. Put it on speed 2 and get a little more blowing. Speed 3, super loud, and it blows. But it's really, here so you can hear me, on speed 3 it's really only blowing exactly the kind of conical shape you'd think. It's just a little bit out to the sides, up and down. So it's kind of a very targeted area, whereas when you get to this big fan, let's see here, we'll put it on speed 1. It's also quiet. Just sounds like a big job site fan. Super low decibel on speed 1, easy to talk over it. But it moves a ton of air. This glove doesn't really do you any justice, but it's what I've got around me. The sheer volume of air, it's way out to the side. And quite frankly, at speed 1, I could leave this in the corner over there, and I'd be fine all day just working in a small garage like this. Now, if you bump up to speed 2, a little bit louder, but I mean, that thing is pushing an insane amount of air. I'm just standing back further and further. I've got great airflow where I'm at. I can feel that just fine. And then let's say we switch to speed 3. Make some noise. But that is pushing a monstrous amount of air. That would easily ventilate this entire area and feel like a small gale force wind going on in here. Like I said, runtime for various battery sizes you can find on Milwaukee's website. I believe they rate all the runtimes with a 12.0 and a 5.0. And if I remember, it's 5 hours on high with a 12 or 2 hours on high with a 5. I would be impressed if this thing ran for 2 hours on a 5.0 just due to its sheer size and CFM output. But there it is. The brand new Milwaukee M18 Brushless Fan. Let me get you a model number, which is somewhere on here. And it's also 360-degree rotation, so that's pretty cool. Whereas this fan is only up and then a little bit down. This thing can spin forever. So if you're, curing up some drywall or drying out a room that you painted or, whatever you're doing. And model number on this is... right side up. There you go. The 18-inch brushless Milwaukee fan, catalog number 0821-20. Highly recommend it. It's an expensive fan. It's about $250 if I remember correctly, maybe $260, but it is worth every penny, especially for the portability of having a nice battery vacuum and the sheer amount of volume of air that thing pushes out. Like and subscribe for more. I got a ton more tool reviews coming your way. If you guys got any Milwaukee tools that you're looking to get reviewed, this is about 1/3 of my stack, and they're loaded with tools. So leave in the comments what you'd like to see, and I'll post a review for those. Thank you.